What's up, Boulder, Colorado? Happy Friday. If you're working, go ahead and take the rest of the day off. Tell your boss that I approved of it. And I better see everyone doing their Friday game day dance. Our main story today is about the UCLA coach Chip Kelly having Coach Prime's back. With so many coaches out there acting like backstabbing snakes with friendly grins, it's refreshing to know who really does have your back. Plus, we're going to talk about the game, my predictions, and some other cool news throughout the day. So, grab you some cotton candy, sit back, and get ready because this is the prime time for college football. Our first story today, we're going to talk about UCLA coach riding with Coach Prime. Now, Chip Kelly was recently asked what he thought about Coach Prime, saying they should not ruin the lives of the kids who stole from Colorado, and instead, they should be responsible, but also be forgiven. When the reporter asked him, it sort of felt like a set-up question, but listen to Coach Kelly's response.
On that, but
what about the leniency of what Coach Sanders said? He said this basically shouldn't win their lives.
yeah, I think any mistake at that age, I think it's a very valuable lesson for them to learn. But I don't think it. I'm in 100% agreement with Deion that this shouldn't ruin their lives. So, you got to let the judicial system take its course. But to ruin their lives, no. I'm in 100% agreement with Deion on that.
It is honestly great to have friends. Coach Prime and Coach Kelly go way back, and it's great to see the respect that they both have for each other and the understanding that kids do dumb things. Now, in a previous video, I said that the kids made a mistake, and I got called out for that a little bit in the comments, saying, well, when is stealing a mistake? You're right. Stealing is wrong. It's a sin. It's more than just a mistake. I get that. I use mistake somewhat interchangeably there. I didn't mean it as something to make light of what they'd done. But however you classify it, it was wrong. But at the end of the day, they're kids. Kids do stupid things, and they shouldn't have their lives ruined over it. That's my main point. And I believe that Coach Kelly and Coach Prime feel the same way based on their comments. So, it's game day. What do you guys think about the game tonight? Let me know down in the comments. It's a late one. Listen, they're not a sponsor, so I'm not going to show you who it is, but I'm already started on the coffee. Oh, you might have seen what it was. I'm already started on the coffee early. So I'm going to be on the juice all day. Not the juice that I wish I was on, but the coffee all day so that I can stay up for this late one. 10:30 Eastern against Washington State. Now, Washington State is 4-6. They're 1-6 in conference, and they're an unranked team. They're a slight favorite. Vegas has them as a 4.5-point favorite. And remember, you get about 3 points for playing at home. So on a neutral field, they're saying they're maybe about a point or point and a half better. Again, 10:30 Eastern on FS1 up at Washington State. Now, they started 4-0 this year and had some things rolling, but they lost at UCLA, and Washington State has since lost every Pac-12 matchup, meaning that they're on a 6-game losing streak entering the matchup on Friday. 3 of their 6 losses have been within a single score against unranked competition. Their remaining 3 losses have been in multiple score fashion against Arizona, 9th-ranked Oregon, and Arizona State. Like Colorado, if they were to lose here, it would eliminate them from bowl eligibility. This may be a matchup that Colorado can take advantage of. Now, right now, they have the 3rd best passing offense in the country. They are very good throwing the ball. Colorado, as a reminder, has the 9th best passing offense in the country, so both teams are very similar, 3rd and 9th out of 133 teams. They've recorded 7 interceptions. They've thrown for more interceptions than Colorado has. Colorado has only thrown 3. They definitely take chances with the ball, but they don't turn it over a ton. Here's where I think Colorado can take advantage. They have the 128th best rushing offense. They only run for about 81 yards a game. As a reminder, There are 133 teams in this ranking of college football. To have the 128th best, you're nearly down at the very bottom. I don't expect them to be able to rush for a ton of yards against Colorado. Should let Colorado's defensive backs play back a little bit and try to contest and protect against what is a very good passing offense. Their passing defense isn't very good. We mentioned Colorado has the 9th best passing offense. Washington State's passing offense is 110th best. I expect Shedeur to be able to throw the ball fairly well in this game and fairly effectively. We'll talk about prize picks in just a moment, but I'm taking the more on his passing total tonight. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Now, they also have the 91st best rushing defense, and Colorado's not been elite when it comes to running the ball this year by any means. Most things have come through the air, but Washington State's defense is bad both against the pass and the run. I would expect Colorado to be able to run the ball a little bit better this week. Last week, Colorado played the 13th best rushing defense in Arizona. And again, Washington State this week is the 91st best rushing defense. This might be a place that Colorado can take advantage of and be able to run the ball more effectively. If they can run the ball more effectively, it may clear some things up and make things a little bit easier for Shedeur Sanders. If you know that Colorado doesn't have to pass the ball every single play, which some teams know that Colorado is going to have to do to be effective, that balanced attack may be something that benefits the Buffs. Their quarterback, Cam Ward, is 67.2% passing rate, completion percentage, a little over 3,000 yards. He's got 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 145.3 passer rating. He's been very, very good. He's a junior from West Columbia, Texas, a veteran signal caller with 2 seasons at Washington State. He transferred in from Incarnate World. He's been very good for them. He is their Shedeur Sanders. He's what makes them go. He's what makes their offense go, and he's what makes their team go. Leading rusher is Nakia Watson, 210 yards on the season. Not great there. Obviously, their rushing attack is not phenomenal by any means. Lincoln Victor is their leading receiver. He's got 723 yards. That's where I would expect Travis Hunter to spend a good amount of time covering tonight. I think you got to shut down their main weapon and then go from there. All right, I want to talk a little bit about this game and make a prediction, but first I do want to tell you guys about Prize Picks. I just mentioned it a second ago. Prize Picks is a daily fantasy game where you can make money by pairing player projections. So I'm going to take the more on Shedeur Sanders tonight. I may take the more on Washington State's quarterback too. Don't yell at me, but I think this is a shootout. I think this is high scoring, and I like it on both sides. What you do is you pair player projections. You take more or less on either one of them. If you hit on both of them, you end up making money. It's a fun game. It's a way to have some action on the games in states like Texas, Florida, Georgia, and California. Make sure that you're having fun and playing responsibly if you're using the Prize Picks app. $100 match up to $100. Use code BUFFS and make sure that you're having fun over there with us. All right, prediction time for this game. I have picked Colorado every single week. I understand that. I don't shy behind that. So I'm sitting at 4-6 this year. What I've told you these last few weeks is that Colorado continues to improve and continues to get better. I think Washington State's kind of doing the opposite right now, and that's not any major shot at them. They're still favored in this game slightly, and we've been much better at home than we have been on the road as far as Colorado goes. This is a game that could certainly go either way. But if Colorado plays like they did last week, I think they'll come out and win this game. If they have any kind of a letdown, if they are feeling sorry for themselves for being 4-6, then yeah, I think Washington State could certainly win. They've got the passing offense to go out and win. But I think Colorado's in a good spot here. They need 2 wins to get back to bowl eligibility, and luckily for them, they have 2 games left. I think that if Colorado can find a way to play up and find a way to continue to improve, I think what they've done the last 3 weeks they've gotten better all 3 weeks. They've been in games, they've covered spreads. Now it's about taking that last leap, that last step, and winning the game. I feel good about where they're at. I feel good about where Coach Prime has this team. I don't think there's any kind of lack of focus. I don't think there's any kind of feeling sorry for themselves. I think they know they've been competitive. I think they know that they're figuring some things out. Offense looked really good last week under Pat Shurmur. I'd expect the offense to look even better this week against a very bad Washington State defense. I think Colorado's defense, if they can just make a couple of plays, maybe a turnover here or there, Washington State's a little bit more loose with the ball than we have been. I think Colorado can win this thing. I think I like the Buffs in this one like 41-31. I think it's high scoring. I think Washington State gets their points too, but I like the Buffs to come out on top. Winning this game gets you to 5-6. You'll need to win next week to secure a bowl for sure. But even at 5-7, it looks like there's not going to be enough bowl eligible teams. You could potentially make a bowl at 5-7. But you win this weekend, you win tonight, you get to 5-6. Who knows what happens in that last game against Utah? Do you go out and play a motivated, inspired game, go clinch a bowl? Possibly. We'll see. We'll break that game down all week next week. I'll tell you the prep and the work that will go in to next week, if you get the win tonight, is going to be next level. And I like the mindset of the team and the staff and the players more if they find a way to win tonight. So this is a very important game. You really want to ride the positive momentum out and get this thing headed back in the right direction. Again, they've been improving. They've been getting better. Can they culminate it in a win? I like them too. Slight underdog, but give me the Buffs, 41-31. I'll be up late watching it. I'm leaving tomorrow morning for vacation at about 6 a.m., so I may not even go to sleep. But I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And as always, thank you for watching the prime time for college football.